Geometry Dash is a 2D side-scrolling action platformer released by Robtop Games on August 13, 2013. And although it may seem like a simple game on the surface, some people dedicate their lives to conquering this game. So today, I'm gonna try to stretch out a 3-minute long story into a 20 to 30 minute well-edited documentary. If you'd like to support me so I can make more of these amazing documentaries, you can always subscribe and become a member of this channel for only $127.99 a month, baby, after taxes. With that all being said, this is the story of Little Jimmy 4269. Little Jimmy 4269, also known in real life as Samuel Braxton III, is a player who was born on November 14, 2012 at Karolinska University Hospital in Sweden at around 4:42 a.m. You may be wondering, how do I know the exact time he was born? Well, dear viewer, I have my ways of researching, so don't question me. Samuel Braxton III grew up as a fairly normal baby. He cried, he did funny baby stuff, and overall, he was average. But little did he know, he'd eventually become one of the most influential players in Geometry Dash history. On July 25, 2015 at 2:57 p.m., Samuel discovered GD on his great-grandma's uncle's iPad. He found it interesting, so he decided to give it a try, thinking it would just be a simple game that wouldn't change his life completely. The beginning of something greater. Unlike most GD players, instead of progressively progressing through the main levels one by one, Samuel was different. He decided to make the massive jump of Poltergeist to Bloodbath, an extreme demon which at the time was just as impossible as you getting a girlfriend. The craziest part though, this 4-year-old kid beat it in 5,782 attempts. After this monumental feat done by someone who could barely speak coherent sentences, he decided to join the Venter 47 Discord server, Ventor's Ventilation Unit, which you should really join in the description. And then after that, beat Tidal Wave 9 years before it was even published. Now you may be wondering, how did he beat Tidal Wave when the only Tidal Wave at the time was this one from July 2009? Well, you see, after some very intense 10 minutes of research on the second page of Google, it turns out Samuel was actually studying abroad at Australian Catholic University, or ACU for short, studying science and technology 1 year prior to his discovery of GD. One day while Samuel was at ACU, he was experimenting in the student laboratory when he accidentally created a time machine and traveled into late 2023 to verify Tidal Wave before anyone else. You may be thinking that's the end of the story, but you'd be dead wrong, silly viewer. This is a documentary. I have to stretch it out to at least fit some mid-roll ads. And also so it looks more professional. After this monumental feat of beating Tidal Wave thanks to time travel, you may think that Samuel would have stopped there since at the time, Tidal Wave was the hardest level in the game. However, you'd be dead wrong. This is one of the most influential GD players in history. Of course he had to go on and beat the top 100 levels in the game in one day, in under 100,000 attempts, combined. The Creator Arc. After this monumental feat of beating the top 100 levels in the game, Samuel got bored and decided to begin something new, begin something special. He decided to create his first level. Although his first level wasn't the greatest thing on the planet, since he had made such a name for himself in the community, Robtop thought, screw it, let's raid it. And then proceeding to rate it mythic. Every day, Samuel would continue perfecting his craft at making rate-worthy levels. Some of his best levels being Steroid Madness, Generation Pixel, which got rated mythic, and many more. So Samuel would keep up these daily amazing levels for 251 days straight, before eventually taking a break after gaining a very small amount of creator points. At about 753. Oh yeah, did I mention he's still playing on his great-grandma's uncle's iPad? Yeah, well, now you know. Academic situations. At this point, Samuel has done what a GD player can only dream of. including beating the top 100 and becoming the best player in the game, making daily banger levels, and much, much more. However, this 4-year-old kid had a problem. He had to start kindergarten soon, meaning he wouldn't have as much time to play GD anymore. Now, you might be wondering, why does he need to go to kindergarten when he already has a bachelor's degree in science and technology from ACU? Well, I don't know. His parents paid for it, so he goes anyway. Due to Samuel's excellence in academics and geometry dashing, he became the most popular kid in school and attracted the attention of many important Swedish figures, but most importantly, females. In case you're wondering, this is a female. Something that many GD players dream of, but can and will never have, due to them usually not finding a Geometry Dash player very attractive or charismatic. However, what they do like in a guy is someone who uses today's sponsor, NordVPN. I'm not sponsored, please don't sue me. Now, back to Mr. Braxton III. What did he do after this? Well, he started a YouTube channel, which I'll talk about now to add more runtime to this video. Content creation. Every day after kindergarten, Samuel would post a new Extreme Demon level completion to his newly created YouTube channel, Little Jimmy 4269 GMD, eventually renaming it to Venter49 on June 12, 2017 at around 8:53 p.m. From his success in GD and school, his channel blew up on the spot, gaining 2 million subscribers in 12 hours. Take that, Ronaldo. Eventually, YouTube would send him his silver and gold play buttons. He entered the partner program and already made 3,500 in his first month. That's like more than I'll ever make working at the Tesco cashier. The problem with his massive success, however, is that he never told his parents, Ashley W. Trials and Samuel Braxton II. But we'll get to that later on. Samuel's special someone. After all these monumental feats, Samuel has left a trace of himself everywhere in GD. In levels, in content creation, basically for him, he's completed life. Instead of investing in McDonald's stock prices with all that money, he decided to buy a nice 5 million euro mansion in the peaceful Swedish mountains, along with some other cheaper properties across the country. Oh yeah, have I mentioned he's still 7? Now, you may be wondering why this chapter is named Samuel's Special Someone. And that's because one random Saturday, while Samuel was taking a nice walk in his city property, he saw a girl that he found, as the newer kids would say, really cute. So he decided to approach her, and spoiler alert, they hit it off instantly. After Samuel broke the world record for the longest time a GD player spent talking to a girl, he decided to propose to her, and again, spoiler alert, she said yes. She's 10 and he's still 7. Jumping ahead to the wedding with his then fiancée, who by the way is named Angela Tartarus. I would write about the wedding, but I'm getting lazy to write much more, so boring wedding stuff. They did what couples do, everyone clapping and cheering, eating party thing. Okay, the end. Oh my god, they killed. Current day. After this monumental feat of achieving all of these monumental feats, Samuel now lives with his wife, Angela W. Tartarus Braxton III. He has 3 kids, Congregation, Pooh Cubed, and Acheron, each of which are 1, 2, and 3 years old, and of course are all professional GD players thanks to the skills inherited from their father. Now back to Samuel. He still plays GD once or twice a week, but usually rebeats top demons for fun. See guys, this is totally still related to his GD career. I mentioned GD. So now with Samuel's whole life stretched into a long enough video for mid-roll ads, you may be wondering, wait, don't his parents not know he has a channel, or a wife, or 3 kids? How about that? The short answer, they do. Even his mom sometimes watches him beat the greatest and hardest of levels, her favorite being Grief, currently atop 358 thanks to all his children beating it in low attempt counts. Conclusion. In conclusion, Samuel Braxton III is and always will be the most influential player in Geometry Dash history, and shall surely be remembered in the history books of GD. He's also living proof that whatever you put your mind to, you can do. I mean, look at him, he's literally only 10 and probably doesn't even know what puberty is. Most importantly though, he's a living proof a GD player can get a girl.